Hey guys, good evening to all. Are getting my screen and voice? Please confirm in chat box. All are getting my screen and voice. Is my screen is visible and my voice is audible? Right, guys. So in yesterday's session, we discussed. So what is dedicated hosts? What is reserved instances? What is spot instances? What is on-demand instances? So in yesterday's session, we discussed about instance types, right? On-demand instances, reserved instances, spot instances, dedicated instances. If you go with the on-demand instances, right, whenever you require the instances, you can create at that point of time. And there is no any kind of agreements or commitments in on-demand instances. And after usage only, you need to pay the amount. How much you are using, up to that only you need to pay the amount. Right, guys? That is on-demand instance, guys. So next one is reserved instances. Right, you are reserving the instances for particular time, guys. At 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, you are going to reserve the instances. So in that case, you need to make the payment before use only. Suppose if you reserve for long time, right, they will give the discount also. AWS will give the discount also if you reserve for long time. Next one is spot instances, spot request, guys. If you go with the spot instances, AWS will conduct some auctions, biddings, guys. In that biddings, you will get high-end missions for very less price only. You will get high-end missions, less price if you go with this spot instances. Last one is dedicated instances. Dedicated host means what? AWS will provide virtual missions and physical missions also. Compare with the virtual missions, physical missions are right costly, guys. Right, in that physical missions, you will get licensed softwares. All licensed software you will get. Right, virtual missions are very less price, guys. You will get virtual missions for less price compared with dedicated missions. All these things we discussed in yesterday's session. Is it clear, guys? Is it clear? Instance types we discussed in yesterday's session. Instance types. Fine. Good. So as part of today's session, what we are going to discuss, observe carefully, guys. See, guys, if you go to this instance types, if you click on this instance types, see here, you can able to see all these things, guys. You can able to see all these things. So here we will call it as EC2 families. These are the EC2 families. In EC2, T2 is the family. See, guys, T2 is the family, Nano is the family member. T2 is the family, Micro is the family member. T2 is the family, Small is the family member. Right, this T2 is the family, and dot, Nano, Micro, Small, Medium, Large, Extra Large. Right, all these are the family members, guys. In T2 family, all these are the members: Nano, Micro, Small, Medium, Large, X Large, right, 2X Large. Right, these are the families. Right, T3 is a separate family. In T3 family, again we have Nano, Micro, Small. All these people are available. Right, guys? EC2 families. EC2 families. EC2 families. Right, see here, T2 dot nano. Let me copy from here only. T2 dot nano. All those things. T2 dot nano, T2 dot micro, T2 dot nano, T2 dot micro, T2 dot small, T2 dot small, T2 dot medium, T2 dot medium, T2 dot large, T2 dot large, T2 dot X large, T2 dot 2X large, T2 dot X large, T2 dot 2X large, all these things you will get it here. Fine guys. See here, if you go with the T2 dot nano, how much RAM you will get and how much CPU you will get. In T2 dot nano, we are going to get 0.5 GB RAM only. 0.5 GB RAM we are going to get, and one CPU we will get it here. One CPU we will get it for T2 dot nano. T2 dot micro, generally we will choose this T2 dot micro. At the time of creating EC2 instances, we will select this T2 dot micro. T2 dot micro is the free tier eligible. You no need to pay anything. It is the free tier eligible. Right, with this, if you create any instances, you can use those instances up to 1 year. Every month you will get 750 hours. Right, we will choose this T2 dot micro. T2 dot micro is the free tier guys. Okay, so T2 dot micro, for T2 dot micro, how much RAM you will get? For T2 dot micro, how much RAM you will get? You will get 1 GB RAM. 1 GB RAM you are going to get. CPU, 1 CPU you will get for this also. Right, here 1 year free with the 750 hours monthly. Right, this T2 dot micro 1 year free with 750 hours monthly. Every month you will get 750 hours. So next, T2 dot small. In this T2 dot small, how much space you will get? How much RAM you will get? 2 GB RAM you are going to get. If you go with the T2 dot small, 2 GB RAM you will get. Right? And the CPU, you will get 2 CPUs guys. In this you will get 2 CPUs. 2 CPUs you will get. Next, T2 dot medium. For T2 dot medium, how much RAM you will get? You will get 4 GB RAM. 4 GB RAM you will get. What about CPU? Right here, CPU, how much CPU you will get? I don't know. Let me check it. I forget that. See here, T2 dot medium CPUs. T2 dot medium, you are getting 2. Okay. For small also 1 only you are getting. Okay, fine. For small 1 only you are getting. For medium you are going to get 2. Right. What about T2 dot large? T2 dot large means how much RAM you will get? 8 GB you will get. 8 GB RAM you will get for this. Right. What about CPUs? For large you will get 2 only. 2 CPUs. Right. Next, extra large. Extra large means 16 GB you will get. 16 GB RAM you will get. Next here, CPUs you will get. X large means you will get 4. 4 you are getting. 4 CPUs you are getting for this. See guys, among all these things, which one we are going to select? T2 dot micro we are going to select. Here, this is the T2 family. This is the T2 family. In T2 family, nano, micro, small, medium, large, X large, these are the members. These are the members guys. Understood? So this is what? T2 family. In this T2 family, nano, micro, small, medium, large, X large are the members. Right. If you want to create the EC2 instance, which one we need to choose? T2 dot micro we need to choose. Why we need to choose this one? This is free tier eligible. If you go with this one, we no need to make any payment. If you go with any other, we need to pay some amount, guys. We need to pay the amount. If you go with T2.micro, it is free. 1 year free, up to 1 year free with 750 hours monthly. It is free. 1 year free with monthly 750 hours. Right? 1 year free with monthly 750 hours. T2.micro. Please go through these things, guys. Please have a look into this. Right, guys. So next one is EC2 instances state. EC2 instance state. EC2 instance state. So whenever we create the EC2 mission, whenever we create the EC2 mission, first state is pending state. Pending state, pending or launch. Pending or launch state. Right. Once this EC2 is created, it will come to running state. It will come to running state. So next, what other states we have? Right. Once your work is completed, you need to stop the mission. You need to stop the instance, stop state. Right. Suppose sometimes right, we need to restart those missions, guys. Restart those instances. For that, we have reboot. Reboot state also is available. Right. Next, we have terminate. Terminate. So these are the different states which we have, guys. EC2 instance state means pending or launch. Whenever you create the EC2 instance, first it will show pending state or launch state. Once missions are created, missions are ready, then we will get running state. Running state. Once your work is completed, if you want to stop those missions, we need to choose stop state. Right? Reboot. If you want restart the instances, then we need to go for this reboot state. Terminate. Terminating means what? Completely we are deleting those instances. Once you terminate the instances, you won't get back those missions. You won't get back those instances, guys. Terminate means what? Completely, permanently deleting. Permanently deleting the instances. Once you terminate the instances, you won't get back those instances. Understood, guys? See, guys, here we have 5 states are available, guys. Right. So if your missions are in running state, then only billing will be applicable, guys. Right. Even if you created the missions also, if your mission in stop state, right, terminate, stop state, they won't charge anything. When they will charge, guys, if your mission is in a running state, then only charges are applicable. So that's why once your work is completed, right, once your practice is completed, please stop the missions. Don't put it in running condition. If those missions are running condition, automatically your 750 hours will get complete and they will start billing, guys. They will start billing. So that's why what you need to do, once your practice is completed, please stop the instances. Don't terminate. If you terminate, what it will happen? Entire instance will be deleted permanently. Don't terminate. Just stop those missions. Stop those missions, guys. Okay. Pending, running, right, stop, reboot, terminate, pending or launch. So these are the different states we have, guys. EC2 instance states. Is it clear? Whenever you create the mission, first the initial state is launch. right? Then it will come to running state. You no need to put into running state, guys, right? Automatically it will come to running state, right? If you want to stop the, right, you need to select that mission and you need to click on stop. If you want restart, select the instance and click on reboot. If you want to terminate, select the instance and click on terminate. Is it clear, guys? Here you can see. Go to instances. I have one instance. Currently it is in stopped. Stopped means stopped, guys. They won't charge anything. When billing will start, whenever your missions are in running condition, then only they will start the charges, guys. The instance state, it can be stop, it can be, right, terminate, it can be launch, it can be running, anything, guys. See, select this mission. I want to restart, guys. Currently my mission is stopped. I want to start this mission. Select this one. See, here we have instance state is available. Click on this instance state. Here click on this start instance, stop instance, reboot instance, terminate instance, hibernate instance. We won't do this hibernate. See, start, stop, reboot, terminate. Okay. Launch you won't get it here. Why? Launch only at the time of creating the instance only you can able to see, right? Already mission got launched, so you won't see in this drop down, right, guys? Start instance, to start the instance, see, guys, start also is there. Start instance, right? Stop instance, reboot instance, terminate instance. Right here, running by default it will show running, guys. See, guys, when it will come to running condition, see here I am selecting this instance and I am going to click on start instance. See here, this state will get changed. See, first it is showing in pending, right? First it's showing pending, then it will come to running state. First pending, then it will come to running state. So that's why here I have written pending or launch. The initial state. See, guys, now you can see running state. Guys. Understood? Right, now I have selected this mission. Go to here. I'm going to terminate. When you click on the terminate, first it will stop and terminate, guys. See? Right, see, it is asking, do you want to terminate? Yes, I want to terminate. Shutdown. Shutdown means terminated. Clear, guys? These are the different states are there. Is this clear? EC2 instance states. See, guys, here you can see terminated. This mission is terminated. So this mission is no longer available now. It is not available, guys. See, now you can't able to start. See, even you can't able to select this mission also. It is terminated. Is it clear? States are clear. Please respond, guys. So these are the different states we have. Pending or launch, running state, start instance, stop instance, reboot instance, terminate instance. Right? So this is the T2 family. In T2 family, nano, micro, small, medium, large, X large, all these are the members in T2 family. Same we have T3 family also. In that T3 family, again we have the family members like nano, micro, small, medium, all. Clear guys? These two are clear. Please confirm. Right. So next, creating virtual missions. Creating virtual mission using EC2. I want to create the virtual machine using EC2 instance. I want to create the virtual machine using EC2 instance. Creating EC2 machine is very easy, guys. Creating virtual machine is very easy. But when you are creating the virtual machine, internally it uses multiple things, guys. Right? When we are creating the virtual machine, internally it uses so many things. Creating EC2 is very easy. Creating virtual machine is very easy by using EC2. But internally it will use so many things. What it will use, guys? See, the first one is AMI. AMI. And AMI stands for what, guys? Amazon Mission Image. AMI stands for Amazon Mission Image. AMI stands for Amazon Mission Image. What this AMI will do? Guys? It will provide one template to launch the virtual machine, guys. If you want to launch any virtual machine, we need some template. Based on the template only, we are creating the virtual machine. Who will provide that template? AMI will provide the template. So that template will come up with operating systems. Template, right? Operating system also available in those templates only, guys. What AMI will do? AMI will provide the template to create virtual machine. Right? What AMIs are available? We have Windows AMI is available to create Windows virtual machine. Amazon Linux AMI is available to create Amazon Linux virtual machine. Ubuntu AMI is available to create Ubuntu virtual machine. Red Hat AMI is available to create Red Hat virtual machine. Clear, guys? For everything, corresponding AMI is available. For everything, corresponding templates are available. Who will provide those templates? This AMI will provide the template. AMI stands for what? Amazon Mission Image. What it will do? It will provide the template to create the virtual machine. Is it clear, guys? AMI will provide the template to create virtual missions. AMI will provide the template to create virtual mission. See here, we have so many AMIs are available. Suppose if you want to create Amazon Linux virtual machine, Amazon Ubuntu, Red Hat, all these are what, guys? Different distributions. Suppose if you want to create Amazon Linux, then which AMI we need to use? Right? Amazon Linux AMI. And here we have Amazon Linux AMI. Next we have Red Hat AMI. Next we have Ubuntu Linux AMI or Ubuntu AMI. Just I'm giving Linux, Ubuntu AMI. Next we have, suppose if you want to create, we can create Windows virtual machines also. Then which AMI we need to use? Windows AMI we need to use, guys. So like this, we have so many AMIs are available. Is it clear, guys? What is AMI? Amazon Mission Image. What this AMI will do? AMI will provide the templates to create the virtual machine. Suppose if you want to create the Amazon Linux virtual machine, for that we need to use Amazon Linux AMI, Red Hat AMI, Ubuntu AMI, Windows AMI. For each and every distribution, corresponding AMIs are available. We need to use those AMIs to create the virtual machines. Right, guys? Whenever we are creating EC2, right, internally we will use this AMI also. Right. So next what we will use, guys? Next what we will use? Right, very important. Right. So we will use EBS. EBS. EBS stands for what? EBS stands for what? Volume, guys. EBS volume. What is this? What is this EBS volume? Please respond, guys. Elastic Block Store. EBS stands for Elastic Block Store. Elastic Block Store. What is the purpose of this EBS? What is the purpose of EBS? See, whenever you are creating the virtual machine, by default, this EBS volume will be attached to the EC2 instance, guys. Right? We are creating the EC2 instance. Whenever you are creating the EC2 instance, by default, this EBS volume is attached to that EC2 instance. This is storage, guys. Storage. How we have pen drive, right? Same way, this is one kind of storage device. Pen drive, how we have, right? Hard disk, pen drive, same. This is also one type of storage device, guys. Here, whenever we are creating EC2 instance, by default, this EBS volumes are attached to those EC2 instances. Suppose if you are creating Windows virtual machine, if you are creating Windows virtual machine, for Windows, how much volume you will get, guys? For Windows, how much volume you will get? You will get 30 GB. 30 GB by default you will get. Suppose if you are creating Linux virtual machines, for Linux virtual machines, how much volume you will get? You will get 8 GB by default. 8 GB by default, guys. See here. So whenever we are creating EC2 instances, by default EBS volume is attached to EC2 instance. EC2 instances. By default, it will be attached, guys. Suppose if you are creating Windows virtual machine, Windows VM, right? So here Windows will get 30 GB by default. It will get 30 GB volume by default. It will get. Right? If you are creating by default Windows VM, by default 30 GB volume it will get. Right? Suppose if you are creating Linux VM, right? By default 8 GB volume it will get. By default 8 GB volume it will get, guys. Right? So based on your requirement, this 30 GB and 8 GB are the default, guys. By default, based on your requirement, if you want more volume, you can increase that volume size also. You can increase that volume size based on your requirement. Based on your requirement, you can increase volume size. Please read it, guys. And here we have AMI, and we have EBS internally when we are creating EC2, right? Instances, EC2 instances internally, all these things are required, guys. AMI is required, EBS volume is required. What is AMI? What is EMS? Please go through these two. Guys, we are going to create instances. Before that, just we need to understand at the time of creating EC2 instances what we required. Please go through these two. Right, guys. So next, what other things are there? What other required things are there? Right, this is very, very important, guys. This is very, very important, which is VPC. VPC stands for what, guys? Virtual Private Cloud. Virtual Private Cloud. Virtual Private Cloud. If you want to connect with what this VPC will do, guys, what this VPC will do, it will provide the network for our EC2 instances, guys. VPC will provide the network for EC2 instance. Right? If you want to connect with EC2 instance, we need a network. Without network, we can't able to connect with the EC2 instances. Who will provide that instance network? This VPC will provide the network. By using that, we can connect with the EC2 machines. Private networks, isolated networks it will provide. VPC will provide isolated networks. See, guys, VPC will provide network for EC2 instances. It will provide network for EC2 instance. VPC will provide network for EC2 instance. Right. So if you want connect with, if you want connect with EC2 instance, we need network for that. We need network for that. Then only you can able to connect. Who will provide that network? VPC will provide. Right? How to create the networks and all those things we will see practically. Right? We will see everything, guys. In EC2, whatever things are there, each and everything we are going to learn. First, we should know the internals, guys. We should know the internals. Then only you guys can able to attend for the interview confidently. See here. So not only we are creating EC2 instance. At the time of creating EC2 instance, internally what things are required, everything we are learning. I will show each and everything. I will show how to take this EBS volume, how to increase, right, how to create the private networks, everything we will see practically. Clear, guys? AMI is required, EBS volume is required, VPC also required. So next, one more important one is security groups. Security groups, very, very important, guys. This one also required. Guys. Right. Security groups. Security groups, guys. What is the security group? So what is this security group? So why we will use this security group, guys? Why we will use this security group? See guys, security groups are used to security groups are used to right. See, allowing to allow incoming and outgoing outgoing traffics. Incoming and outgoing traffics, guys. Security groups are used to allow incoming and outgoing traffics. Right, guys. Incoming requests, outgoing responses, guys. And for that purpose, we need to allow security groups, guys. Suppose if you want to connect that EC2 instance, right? I want to access those machines from outside the network. Right? Then what security groups are required? Right? For Windows, what security? Suppose if you want to connect from Windows machine, what security group we need to enable? Right? If you want Linux, what security group we need to enable? Like that, some security groups we need to enable at here. Suppose if you go to Windows, right? For Windows, right? We need to enable one port, guys. Which port we need to enable? For Windows, RDP protocol is required. RDP protocol on port number 3389 we need to enable. For Windows, RDP protocol is required, guys. For Windows, RDP protocol is required. We need to enable this protocol on port number 3389. We need to enable this RDP protocol on 3389, guys. Right? Then only you can able to access. Guys. See, for Windows, RDP protocol is required. Okay, where we need to enable this RDP protocol? On port number 3389. This is the default port number. Suppose for Linux, which protocol we need to use? For Linux, we need to use SSH protocol. SSH protocol on port number 22 we need to enable. For Linux machine, SSH protocol is required. So we need to enable that SSH protocol. I will show, guys. How to enable RDP protocol, SSH protocol on these port numbers, everything I will show. See, guys, for Windows, RDP protocol we need to enable. For Linux, SSH protocol on port number 22 we need to enable. Right? For HTTP, right? So HTTP protocol we need to enable. HTTP protocol on 80 port we need to enable. Right? For HTTPS, right? Which protocol? HTTPS protocol, right? On 443 port number, on port 443 port we need to enable. Right. Next, for Tomcat, TCP protocol is required, guys. TCP protocol on, right? What is the port number? Tomcat default port number is 8080. For Tomcat TCP protocol on 8080 port we need to enable. See, guys. So like this, security groups are required. Then only we can our machines can able to handle the incoming and outgoing traffics. Through this security groups only, incoming requests and outgoing responses will go, guys. Security groups are used to allow incoming and outgoing traffics. For Windows, which protocol? RDP protocol. On which port number? 33810 port number we need to enable. For Linux, which protocol? SSH protocol. On which port number? 22 port number we need to enable. For HTTP protocol on 80 port number we need to enable. For HTTPS protocol on 443 port we need to enable. For Tomcat, TCP protocol on 8080 port we need to enable. Right, this security groups also we need to create. Right, we need to create these security groups also. If you are not creating security group for your machines, if you are not creating security group for your EC2 instance, then it will take default security group. Compulsory security groups are required. If you are not defining the custom security group, if you are not creating custom security group for your instance, then by default it will take default security group. Understood, guys? What we required, guys? One more thing is very important one. Keypair. Keypair is required, guys. This is very important. Without having this keypair, you can't able to connect with the machines. Keypair also required. Keypair. Right, see, guys, here one more thing. Here we have inbound rules and outbound rules, guys. Inbound rules I will show, guys. I will show now. Inbound rules will maintain incoming traffic rules. Right? Outbound rules will maintain outgoing traffic rules. Inbound rules will maintain incoming traffic rules. Outbound rules will maintain outgoing traffic rules. I will show, guys. I will show how to change, how to enable the these protocols on port numbers. I will show. Next one, guys. Based on your requirement, you can increase the volume. Yes, right. So next one is Keypair, guys. Keypair. What is this Keypair? So this Keypair is the lock, guys. We need to lock our EC2 instance. We need to provide the security for our EC2 instance. If you want to provide the security for our EC2 instance, we need one lock. This Keypair is going to work as a lock for your EC2 instance, guys. At Keypair is going to work. Keypair is going to work as a lock to secure our EC2 instance. Keypair is going to work as a lock to secure our EC2 instance. And we will use this Keypair to connect with EC2 instance. We will use this Keypair to connect with EC2 instance. Right. So Keypair is the, see guys, Keypair is the combination of public and private keys, public and private keys. Right, whenever we created EC2 instance, public key will maintain by the EC2 instance only, and private key will give it to us. See guys, public and private keys, two keys will be generated. Who will maintain public key? EC2 machine only. Who will maintain private key? Right, we only. Right, it will give private key to us. If you want to connect with that EC2, we need to give this private key. Then EC2 machine will compare this public key and private key both are matched or not. If both are matched, then only it allow us to connect with that machine. Otherwise, it won't allow. Understood, guys? Right? Whenever we are creating the EC2 instance, it will generate public key and private key. Public key will be maintained by EC2 instance only. Private key, it will give it to us. Whenever you are going to connect with the EC2 instance, you should use this private key. So what EC2 instance will do? It will check. It will check both are matched or not. If both are matched, then only it will allow us to connect with that machine. Is it clear, guys? Keypair is going to work as a lock to secure our EC2 instance. We will use this Keypair to connect with the EC2 instance. Keypair is the combination of public and private keys, right? Right. This public key will be stored in AWS. AWS will store public key and it will provide private key. It will provide private key for us. So using private key and public key, using this private key and public key, using this private key and public key, we can connect with EC2 instance. EC2 instance. Please read, guys. All these things are required, guys. And if you want to create one EC2 mission, EC2 instance, internally all these things are required. What things are required? AMI is required, EBS is required, VPC is required, and security groups are required, and right, Keypair also required. Please go through things, guys. If you want to create virtual machine using EC2, what things are required internally? AMI, Amazon Mission Image. What this AMI is doing? It is providing one template to create the virtual machine. By using that template only, we will create the virtual machine. Based on the distribution, right, you need to use corresponding AMI only. Suppose if you want to create Amazon Linux virtual machine, then we need to use Amazon Linux AMI. If you want to create Red Hat virtual machine, then we need to use Red Hat AMI. If you want to create Ubuntu machine, then we need to use Ubuntu AMI, Windows AMI, like that. Based on the distributions, different AMIs are available to create the virtual machines. Second one, EBS volume. EBS stands for Elastic Block Store. Whenever we are creating the EC2 instance, by default, this EBS will be attached to your EC2 instance. When you are creating EC2 instance, by default, this EBS volume is attached to your EC2 instance. Right, guys? Understood? Right. If you are creating Windows virtual machine, then you will get 30 GB volume by default. If you want, you can increase based on your requirement. And if you are creating Linux virtual machine, by default, you will get 8 GB volume. 8 GB volume you will get. If you want, you can increase the volume size. Understood? Next one is VPC. Virtual, right? Virtual private cloud. Virtual private cloud. What this VPC is doing? It is providing network for our EC2 instance. If you want to connect with the EC2 instance, compulsory network must be required. Who is providing that network? VPC is providing that network. Right? It will provide the isolate networks. Means right, there is no right one network others can't use, guys. Private networks. Isolate means private. Individual networks it will provide. Individual networks it will provide, guys. Private network. Isolate networks it will provide. Right? Security groups. Right? See, we will use the security groups for allowing incoming and outgoing traffics. Right? See here, we need to enable the protocols on different port numbers. If you go with Windows, we need to enable RDP protocol on port number 3389. If you go with Linux, we need to enable SSH protocol on port number 22. If you go with HTTP, we need to enable HTTP protocol on 80 port. If you go with HTTPS, we need to enable HTTPS protocol on 443 port. If you go with Tomcat, right, we need to enable TCP protocol on 8080 port. Inbound rules will maintain incoming traffic rules. Outbound rules will maintain outgoing traffic rules. Clear? So next required one is Keypair. Keypair, guys. At the time of creating the EC2 instance, this Keypair will be created. We will use this Keypair to connect with the EC2 instance. Keypair is combination of public key and private key. Right? EC2 will store that public key and it will give the private key to us. Right? If you want to connect with that EC2, we need to give this private key. Right? Internally, it will compare both. If both are matched, then only it will allow us. Understood, guys? Please respond, guys. Don't feel we are discussing only theory. This is very important to do the practicals, guys. So I can directly show how to create the EC2 mission. But you guys should know that when we are creating EC2 mission, internally what it is using. All these things internally EC2 instance is using. At the time of creating EC2, internally AMI is required, EBS is required, VPC is required, security groups are required, and key pairs are required. Creating virtual machine is not that much difficult. Easily we can create. See how much simple I will show. See, guys. Click on this instance. See, here we have the option, guys. Here we have the option launch instance. Click on launch instance. Very easy. But you should know the internals also. You should know the internals. See here, give the name of the instance. Give the name of the virtual machine. See here, I am going to give AWS. 1 minute. 1 minute, guys. See here. The AWS practice. AWS practice I am giving. This is the name of the virtual machine. You can give any name. You can give any name at here. Right? This is our virtual machine name. Our virtual machine name. Tomorrow when we are going to create the missions, Jenkins servers we will create. For development purpose, we will create the Jenkins server. For testing purpose, we will create the Tomcat servers. Production servers we will create, guys. Right? For development servers, we will give development. For testing servers, we will give name as testing. Right? For production servers, we will give as prod servers. Like that, we can give any name based on your requirement, guys. Right? See here, I am giving the name as AWS practice. This is the name of our virtual mission. See, guys. So next, observe carefully. We have so many distributions are available. You guys know what distributions are available. See, guys, Amazon Linux. In Windows, we have versions, guys. Windows 7 is there, Windows 10 is there, Windows 12 is there, Windows 11 is there. Like that, we have different versions in Windows. But coming to Linux, we don't have versions like that. We don't have versions like that. Linux is open source. Linux is open source. Whenever Linux operating system is implemented, they uploaded entire code into the internet, guys. Right? Whoever want, they downloaded that code, and based on the requirement, based on their requirement, they did some changes and they have given some different names. And right, those things we will call it as distributions. We don't have versions in Linux. See guys, Amazon Linux is one distribution, Mac OS Linux is one distribution, Ubuntu is one distribution, right? Red Hat is one distribution, right? These are the SUSE Linux is one distribution, right? Debian is one distribution. These are the distributions. In Linux, we don't have versions, right? See, which Linux machine you want to create, you need to select it here. First, we are giving the name for virtual machine and which Linux machine you want to create. I want to create Amazon Linux. That's why I have selected Amazon, right? So next what we need to do, go down, guys. See guys, instance type by default it is t2.micro. This is free tier eligible. T2.micro instance type. We are creating the virtual machines by using t2.micro instance type. So this is the free tier eligible up to 1 year, right? So next here, Keypair. See guys, just now I told, right, Keypair is very important to connect. See guys, Keypair is there. If you want to log in, if you want to connect with that EC2 instance, compulsory Keypair must be required. We discussed the instance types. What instance type is there? See guys, t2.micro on demand. This is on demand Linux, guys. On demand. Price is 0.0124 USD dollars per hour. When this amount is applicable, guys, once your 750 hours is completed, then they will start the charges. And how much they will charge? Per hour they are charging $0.0124. This is fixed price, guys. This is fixed price. For Windows, they are charging 0.17 USD per hour. Understood, guys? So which family? This is which family, guys? Here we are choosing micro. This micro is which family? T2 family. Guys. Right, for this T2 family, micro family member. 1 CPU you are going to get and 1 GB memory you are going to get. Clear, guys? Here what they mentioned, everything is clear. Is everything we discussed or not? Please respond. Is everything we discussed or not, guys? Please respond, guys. Here we are selecting instance type is t2.micro. T2.micro we are selecting. See here, this micro belongs to which family? T2 family. If you select this one, you are going to get 1 CPU and 1 GB RAM. This is free tier eligible, right? On demand of instance we are creating. Once 750 hours is completed, they will charge 0.124 USD per hour. Okay. So now here I am going to create the new Keypair. If you have already Keypair, you can use that. If you don't have the Keypair, create a new Keypair at here. Create, guys. Right, don't do anything. Just here give the name of the Keypair. Here I am giving EC2 Keypair. EC2 Keypair I am giving. You can give any name. Guys. Right, remaining things don't touch. Right, RSA keep it. Right, .pem, guys. Whenever you click on this create Keypair, what it will do? It will create one PEM key. PEM key, guys. .pem key it will generate. Right. So from our Windows machine, we need to connect. Right. You can't able to connect directly from our Windows machine. For that, we need to use some softwares. What softwares we need to use? I will explain. Right. We have multiple things are there. Kit bash we can use. Putty we can use, Mobic Stream we can use, so many softwares are there. Right, from our machine to those client softwares, Git bash, Mobic Stream, Putty, to connect those things, this .pem is required. From the Git bash, from Git bash to instance, EC2 instance I want to connect. From putty to EC2 instance connect. From mobstream to EC2 instance I want to connect. Then we require SSH. Two things we are using, .pem and SSH. When we will use this .pem, from our machine to client software we need to connect first. Client software means what? Git bash, putty, mobstream. If you want to connect with anyone, this .pem is required. From that client software to, if you want to connect with Linux machine, then SSH is required. Okay, fine. So whenever you created this keypair, this .pem key will be generated. Click on this create keypair. See guys, here EC2 hyphen at bottom you can see EC2 hyphen keypair.pem. EC2 hyphen keypair.pem is created. Okay, that's it guys. Click on launch instance. It is creating instance. I will tell guys where security groups are using. Right, internally it will use all those things. See guys, successfully initiated launch of instance. Click on this. So loading instances. See guys, AWS practice. What name I have given for my virtual machine? AWS practice I have given. AWS practice I have given. Instance type what we selected? T2.micro we selected. Availability zone AP South 1A, Mumbai, AP South 1A. Right? So next guys, DNS, public, see guys, elastic IP, right? See guys, here I am not creating any custom security groups. By default, it is taking default security group. It is taking default security group. See guys, what is the keypair name? EC2 keypair. To connect with this mission, this EC2 keypair must be required. See guys, all these things are available. See, virtual machine is created. This is my virtual machine. This is my virtual machine. Now, I want to connect with this virtual machine. If you want to connect to this virtual machine from your Windows machine, we need to install some client softwares. What softwares are required? Git bash, putty, mobstream, anything we can use. Anything we can use, guys. Okay, I will show. See guys, here I am not creating any security group. That's why it is using default security group. Right? I am not creating any private networks. That's why it is using default private network. How to create custom private network, how to create security groups, everything we will discuss practically. Is it clear guys up to here? Creating EC2 is very, very simple. What we did, only three things we did. We have given the name of the VPs, name of the virtual machine, and T2.micro we selected. So next keypair we generated. That's it guys. That's it, right? And that distribution, Amazon Linux, Ubuntu Linux, whatever distribution you want, we selected that. That's it, right? That's it. But internals you should know, guys. Internals you should know. Then only in interview, confidently you guys can explain everything. Okay. Fine, guys. Okay, guys. Already 8:30 I have DevOps session. It is late. Right. So tomorrow we will connect, guys. Tomorrow we will discuss other things. Okay, I will share these notes. Please go through these things once. Thank you guys. Tomorrow we will connect. Already time is 8:45. I have DevOps session now. Thank you guys. Yeah, definitely I will share the notes.